I'd like to send you the warmest greetings and thank you for coming to our webinar. My name is Jones. I'm the marketing specialist from NET24 and who will be hosting our webinar together with Ms. Mujalint, the Chief of International Business from Milano Fashion Institute.
Thank you very much, NET24 teams, for arranging these beautiful seminars and allow us to introduce our institute to you guys. And we are the School of Fashion Management in Milan, Italy. And we are the higher education level for fashion and luxury management. And as a first institute about this, to provide this master diploma for this section. About us, as some of you may read on our website, we are the first in the university institute in Italy for the higher education level in fashion industry. We have been founded in 2007, and the uniqueness of us is participated by Camera Nazionale della Moda Italiana, which is the National Chamber of Italian Fashion, together with the key Milanese University. In this sense, we have Politecnico di Milano and Università Cattolica del Sacro-Cœur since the beginning. And our goal is to lead and inspire the young profiles of professionals in fashion systems to become a real professional in the international level for fashion system and luxury management. So we have sitting in Milan, in Italy. And apart from that, let's get to know about Italy a little bit. And here is some fun facts that you guys may know or may not know about Italy. So first thing about Italy is that, have you ever known that Italy, we have 50 UNESCO cities sitting around the countries. And as you know that Italy is one of the beautiful countries, and they have a lot of ancient city that has been reserved by UNESCO. And in this sense, it will allow our international students who come to study in Italy to be enjoy and explore the cultural sense and also the business and academic sense as well. Apart from that, the food is very important. We have more than 140 pasta type, not just the spaghetti. We have penne, we have bucatini, panette, lasagna, and etc., etc. As you can see from the reference of photos, many kind of forms, many kind of pasta, piece, short and long, has a different kind of name. And the number one is the first, in Italy, we have the first university has been established in the oldest era, which is the Bologna University, actually, since it has been since 1088 years ago. And that could be the symbolic of the knowledge and know-how that has been sit in this land and in these countries. And in terms of the economic point of view, Italy is both as like one of the largest economic that drive the economic in the world. We are after France, and as you can see, we are always on top of the games in terms of the driving industry system. And apart from that, look into the business of fashion. Italy has been export a lot of fashion item in the world. Like textile is equal to 50% of their GDP in fashion. Footwear is the second largest categories, and the other is just like the accessory design or accessory item like eyewear, jewelry, little goods, fur, something like that. And looking to the scope down and narrow down to Milan, of course, Milan is not the capital city, but it's very important city. Why it's so important? Because it's the key business driver of Italy in terms of the business and financials. And apart from the financial city, Milan is the home of the startup as well. In this recent year, we have a lot of startup and media companies come to register in Milan. And apart from that, fashion business is the key business that is popular and sitting is the home of the headquarters of international brand names of fashion and luxury business. So let's look into the fun fact about Milan a little bit. In Milan, even though it's not like a big city, we have only 3.1 million of populations, and maybe someone who comes to work and living here can be up to 5 million as maximum, and is the most popular city and is the most international city in Italy. And in terms of the Milan, as I mentioned before, is the fashion and luxury hubs with the 3,000 of the company in fashion and luxury business sitting and operating in Milan with 600 of showroom of the brand names around the city. And the revenue that the Milanese company has been contributed to the country is about 6 billion out of 90 billions of euros in the business section of the fashion and luxury business. So you can see this is a big driver, and Italy and Milan is also pay a very key contributions factors to drive the GDP and to drive the growth in the country. Having said that, talking about us, Milano Fashion Institute, what we have as a key unique selling point or key unique value that we can provide to our international students. As I mentioned before, the university has been founded by the inter-university that include Politecnico di Milano and Cattolica de Sacré-Cœur, and also Camera Nazionale della Moda Italiana. So this is a key fundamental of our programs, our academic programs, and also the formulas to create the perfect learning path for our students. And we offer double master diploma. One is from Milano Fashion Institute and another one is from Politecnico di Milano. And all of the program has been recognized by the Ministry of Italian Education with the 60 ECTS accredits. And apart from that, we have provided placement service for internship program for our students for free. And all of the education academic program we has been created based on the career focus program. What does it mean? It means like all the discipline that we create for the academics is included with a multidisciplinary approach, and that will allow our students to learn from the best case from the industry. And when we're talking about multidiscipline approach, is include with the design, management, and communication. Because we learn that from the industry point of view, you cannot work within one particular discipline. Being a creative designer, you need to be able to know about the process and supply chains and always how to target to and communicate to the right target audience. So this is the key formula of success that we extract for our students to learn. And having said that, from the internship records and from our placement team, year on year we have been achieved incremental rates of success of placement. From 2019, we start with 97% of success rate. In 2020, become 98, and in 2021 is almost 100%, which is 99% of success rate of our students. And 5% they get the contracts for offers for the full-time jobs before they graduate the program. And look into the class profile of our university. Basically, in 1 year, we have more or less 160 students to 250 students, and that includes the master program, short course, and also study tour or exchange program student that we have arranged per year. And most of our student profiles, of course, Italian people account to 58% of our class profile. And the rest is come from Middle East and Asia for 13%, and Western Europe for 11%, and Eastern Europe for 4%, Africa around 3%, and America 11%. And most of our students, the profile of our student is very young. The age is about 24 years old, and that's equivalent to 29% of the profile of geographic of our student. And look into the MFI Live. What we provide, as I mentioned before, is a multidisciplinary, but apart from learning from the classroom, we also provide the live experience and business experience to our students as well. So apart from the lecturer from our academic professor from the best Milanese university in town, we also integrate the guest speaker from the real business of fashion and luxury sectors to come to teach in our school as well. And apart from that, for some particular classes or program, we offer the workshops program for our students, and also a chance to visit the company and showroom or event or exhibition. As like here, during the design week, all of our students has a chance to go around the city to have a chance to visit the design week, like Missoni or the denims companies, or Lopiana, the materials and textile company. This is very famous for the leather making. And also, as I mentioned, Milan is the home of the fashion and luxury brands. So anytime that something happening in towns, our student will get a chance to be invited to be joined to this kind of event for Milan Fashion Weeks and also Design Weeks. So as you may see that we provide all 6 master programs for our students. And we divide it into categories. The first 5 is based on the Master in Fashion Directions. And as I mentioned, all of them has been accredited for 60 ECTS. For the first 5 categories as a fashion directions, including with Master in Brand and Product Management, Master in Brand and Communication, Master in Brand and Business, brand lifestyle, and product sustainability management. And for fashion creation, it's just for accessory design management. For the fashion directions, it's all about the design that has been integrated together with the to learn about the business process and business model and the professionals kind of way of working. And we all teach by the academic professor from the Polytechnic di Milano and also the Sacré-Cœur, Cattolica di Sacré-Cœur as well. For these kind of program, all of the program has been endorsed by Polytechnic of Milan, which is ranked as a #1 in design in Italy and #5 in the world from the QS ranking in 2022. And all the discipline that we propose is going to be management, design, and communication. For the first master is the brand and product management. It has been established and launched for 14 editions, which means 14 years. This master, the student is going to learn about how to create the collections, how to manage the product development and the supply chain. For the second program is brand and business management on the 13 editions. The international and domestic student, we're going to learn about how to manage the business process, buying, CRM program, sales and marketing, retail, digital, and omni-channels for the business management for the fashion and luxury particular business model. The third one is brand and communication. Has been launched for the 10th years. And in this kind of program, it's not just only they're going to learn about the theory of the communication from the strategy, but also apply into the digital communication and social media as well, including with a new kind of form of digital that has been launched now today. And apart from that, they're going to learn about the PR and event management, which is the key fundamental of fashion and luxury management. And for brand and lifestyle management, we has been launched this for the 3rd editions. Having said that, the fashion and luxury company has been finding and extending their knowledge and their market to the other categories apart from just textile and fashions, and wellness, and also the cosmetic, and also some other category that related to the lifestyle is already proving that there has the market growth. So therefore, this kind of knowledge could be optimized knowledge for our student in order to apply for this kind of job and this kind of category in the fashion and luxury world. And last but not least, in Master in Fashion Directions, we launched the product sustainability management as a 2nd year, and this is very special master because it's co-created with Camera Nazionale della Moda Italiana, which is the Chamber of Fashion of the Nations in Italian, together with us to launch this program. Why this program is so important? Because we know that sustainability is the key driver of growth for today's fashion and luxury business, and for the new target group and to the world. It's very important for the people in the business of fashion to know how to manage this properly, because it's not just from the design point of view, but it's also include from the supply chains since the beginning of the projects that they have to launch the products. So it's all about the design and how to manage the sustainable products from the product developments to marketing and also to the consumption end. And last but not least, the newest program of our school is the Master in Fashion Creation Accessory Design Management that we collaborate with Poly Design. And this is the only program that's based on the creatives. And this is the only program that we require our students to submit with the portfolio in order to be selected in the selecting process. So having said that, all of the master, the tuition fee is at 16,500, include admission fee already. And our admissions program is going to be ongoing enrollments. So it means like every month we have the deadline, more or less at the end of the month. And the selection process is going to be ongoing selection process by month. And these months, our deadline is on the 15th of December. And this is the last month for accessory design management. And for the fashion creation, for the fashion directions, the last month of admission is going to be in January, 18th of January. So apart from the academic worlds, from the classroom that the students going to have a chance to learn from the best academic and best professional faculties, we also provide the experience for our students to know more in depth in the production line. So this is some of the example that has been done and create for our student, also for the short course and study tour as well. So as you may know that the Made in Italy is one of the fundamental of Italian nations, and there has been well known and famous in the craftsmanship. So in this sense, we think that it would be great to allow our students to have a chance to experience and to see and learn from the craftsmanship hubs that sit around the countries. And basically in the north of Italy, we have a lot of city that is the town of the supply chains from raw materials and the craftsmanship as well. And also, having said that, Milan has a lot of showroom for those companies. That's most of the time all along the year, they arrange the fair and they arrange exhibitions that is allow our students to be invited and to be participating. And these are all the stories from our real students that have a chance to participate in the real event that happening all along the year in Milan, like fashion weeks, design week. Some of our students has been invited to the Act #1 launch fashion show, and also the Diesel launch, which is one of the biggest events of fashion show in 2022. Having said that, these are the face of our master directors. Start with our president, Alba Capellieri. She's a professor in Polytechnic di Milano, and she's a director of our master in product management and also accessory design management. The second one is Professor Valeria. She's the master director of brand and business management. And the third one is Professor Giovanni Maria Conti. He is in charge for the product sustainability management together with Camera Nazionale della Moda d'Italia. And the fourth is Professor Arturo Della Acqua. He is our former president and still being the honor president of our institute. He is in charge as a master director for brand and lifestyle management. And last but not least, Professor Silvia Salice. She is the director of brand and communication management. And four of them come from Polytechnic di Milano, and Professor Silvia is come from Cattolica di Sacré-Cœur. So apart from our master director, we also provide a professor from the real professional and the real academic university around the world as well. And you can see, as you may see, our student will have a chance to learn from the real manager, from the big brand name like Missoni, Gucci, and Benetton and Ferragamo, for example. And also this year, we have a chance to have a guest speaker like the CEO of Ferragamo and also the CEO of the Hermes of Italian country to be the guest speaker for our student. So this is to guarantee that our student gonna learn from the best people and the best in both academic and professional side. And having said that, how to apply and what kind of process to be enrolled with the MFI University. So easily, the first step is just fill in the form, and we provide online application form on our website. And in that kind of a website, it's already state all the documents that is required to be used for the selection process. And after that, the student is going to be in contact by our academic teams by submit the invitation letters for the interview with our academic committees, basically with our master director. And then the third process or the third step, after the interview has been processed, and if our academic committee is selected the student, we're gonna make an announcement by sending the acceptance letters to inform the next steps to our student. And in order to complete the enroll process, the student needs to confirm back to our academic teams about their acknowledgement, about their acceptance to be enrolled. And usually they have to pay for the first installment amount of money in order to allow us to give them another letters for the visa process. And here is some of the information that I summarized for you guys, just to give the idea and big picture how it's work. So for the Master of Fashion Directions, the last admission is going to be by 18th of January. And you have just this month and next month to be submit the candidates for our selections. And all of the application form is available on online versions. And it's very easy because you just click apply now, and then the new candidate needs to just register their name and fill in their information of their profile, and also the documents such as like copy of passport and photos of passport and CV, motivation letters, and if they have the transcript of bachelor, they should submit this as well. So all the English, we don't need and don't require the English document as a certificate, but all the English knowledge will be tested by our academic committee during the interview sessions. But to help you translate properly what kind of profile that we are looking for, usually the student must be able to use the English language fluently in terms of create the conversations, and that should be translated into 450 at least, or 500 score in TOEFL or TOEIC, this kind of scheme for English knowledge. And all of the program has been conducted in English because it's international course. So English is the key requirements for study and for living here as well. And all of the programs require at least a bachelor degree or Bachelor of Arts from our students for all master program requirement. And the result is going to be provided by our academic team or admission teams. And but if you have any questions or need to follow up in any kind of process, please feel free to contact me or contact to our info@milanofashioninstitute.it. In terms of the financial commitment, from 16,500 euro per year, it could be divided into 5 installment plan. The first installment has to be suddenly after the confirmation for the enrollment, and the second one could be by the 9th of January at 3,300 euro, and in March by 10th of March at another third installment. And the fourth installment is going to be by the 5th of May. And last but not least, the last payment is going to be by 30th of June. So in terms of, in case that the student would require the double master diploma from Polytechnic, our admission team is going to send the instructor in details in order to ask them to provide them the documents for Polytechnic to verify. Basically, it's about the transcript and the certificate. And also they need to register in the university.com or Shimia website, which is so we can provide this kind of detail later. In order to process with the Polytechnic di Milano since the beginning. And this process, if your candidate choose since the beginning, it could be done and re-verified by the Polytechnic di Milano academic teams. And however, for someone who doesn't want that kind of double master, we are also open for them to enroll with us Milano Fashion Institute. And this kind of process, we will just give the invitation letter and acceptance letter from Milano Fashion Institute. So in terms of the requirements for the master fashion creations, what's the documents and what's the background of our candidates look like? The first is, as I mentioned, they need to graduate at least bachelor level. And then in the form of applications, we are asking them to provide us with all the documents like CV, motivation letters, and photos of passport and copy of photos. For the fashion creations, the only thing that is different is they need to submit the portfolio that allow them to demonstrate the ability to use the programs such as Photoshop, Illustration, InDesign, or some of the program that using for the 3D. Because in the real life of learning class, they will need to use these kind of programs in order to deliver the project works or to deliver the assignments to the professor. And much more that we can provide for our students is that we're going to provide all of the students with a free iPad when they comes and they learn, when they come and on our welcome and orientation days. And also for the international student, we're going to provide the free Italian course from A1 to B1 level for free of charge. Because we know that living in Italy, if you know the Italian language, is much better for having a good life and enjoy the life experience here more. And apart from that, of course, we're going to provide a free placement service for our students as well. For the internship, as I mentioned, we has been participated by the Camera Nazionale della Moda Italiana with its network, which account to 6,000 fashion and luxury companies in that network. And the timing for our internship is going to be from October till March onwards. And all of the internship has been accredited. And this is some of the permanent partner with our school. Apart from Camilla, we have these kind of big brand names such as Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Moncler, Gucci, Dior, Armani, Off-White, Signa, Versace, Deutsche & Gabbana, and many more of them, Italian brand and French brand for the fashion and luxury. And here is some of the reference of video that recently in 2022, we arranged the days of career weeks and MFI and jobs for openings, the chance for our students to have an interview with the fashion and luxury company. So having said that, that's the overall enrollments and overall big picture to give you a glimpse of what we do for our students. And we act like a platform that connects our students to the real market work. And it's allowed them to anticipate and participate interactions since they are studying here. And here is the success case of our MFI alumni. We has been established for more or less 15 years. And this is the most recent student who graduated from MFI and got a job in this fashion and luxury company. For example, the first one, she got a job as a PR marketing assistant in Stella McCartney. And the second one at the bottom is Maria Victoria Ronke. She's a product training specialist in Valentino. And some of them work in Deutsche & Gabbana, Gucci, Moncler, and Jill Sander, and there has more. If you are interested in this kind of profile, you can visit to our website where you can download our alumni profile brochure as well. And apart from that, looking to experience and how to live in Milan properly. For accommodation for our student, actually, we has a partner that collaborate with our university and our school, like a platform to find the right solution for accommodation for our students. The first website is called Spot a Home. They provide many kind of accommodations solutions for the students, such as like studio solution or the room sharing solution, which big apartment in Milan, you can share and split the room and cost to make it more feasible and affordable for the student. And apart from that, they have like a Lentola or dot stay as well to provide this kind of solution to the student. So the standard of living for accommodation, cost of rentals is depend on the choice of student. If they would like to use the solution as a share room solutions, it could start from 250 euro per month. But if they would like to stay in their standalone apartment, like a studio, it could be cost you 1,000 to 1,500 monthly. Apart from that, the cost of living in Milan should be around 300 and 400 euro per month for eating or cooking or buying grocery. And the transportation or public transportation like a tram, metro, or subway, it should be around 200 to 300 euro per year. So this is the big picture of accommodation and everything. And for our education partner, the commissions we're going to provide is going to be 20% for non-scholarship requestment and 15% for the scholarship request. And in 1 year, our contract require at least 2 to 4 enrollments per year. But having said that, this kind of thing we can talk in a more detail at a later stage. And here is, I provide here with the link of our application online for you to take a look and to see how it looks like. So here is a part of our application page from our website, and our student needs to, the candidate needs to fill in the form and the data accordingly. And apart from that, here you will see that we have put the one question asking like, how did you hear about the master? In this sense, if you manage the application form for your student or for your candidates, you can do it by yourself as well, or you can ask your candidates or students to choose other with a specific, and then they can type the name of education partner or name of your company here. And then, so then we can track the record of performance, that is the leads from your education, from the education agent. And apart from this, you can submit me via email with the name and surnames or the copy or passport of the students via email as well. So this could allow us to have a double tracking record for your performance on track. And yeah, and then I guess that's it. Any further information requests, please feel free to call us at this number. And this is my email address, Mujalint @milanofashioninstitute.com, or you can get into info@milanofashioninstitute.it.
We've gotten good news today. We have 46 attendees from all around the world. And we have from Cameroon, China, Vietnam, Nepal, Uganda, India, Rwanda, Germany, Bangladesh. So I think it's a very wonderful success of our webinar today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for all your interest and all your participation. It's our pleasure to have a chance to speak to you, to introduce our institutes to you all. And I hope that we will have a chance to kick off our collaborations soon.
I wish you a good day in Milan.
Same to you. Same to you all. Ciao.
Ciao.
Grazie mille. Ciao.